Welcome to Mount Carmel Area Junior Senior High School Gymnasium, where tonight WKMC TV is proud to present Scholastic Wrestling Action. Tonight, the Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes play host to the visiting Halifax Wildcats. We look forward to bringing you the match tonight. I'm Greg Sakavage, awaiting my friend and confidant, Ronnie Lentini, to do the play-by-play for you. But again, we should have a great match here tonight between Halifax and Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel coming in with an 11-2 record right now, coming off a Schuylkill League Tournament Championship, their second in a row, which they blew away the competition, and looking forward to having some good wrestling throughout the rest of the season from the Red Tornadoes, using that experience they got in the league tournament. We'll be back shortly with the lineups. Welcome to WKMC TV, where tonight Mount Carmel Area High School is proud to play host to the Halifax Wildcats in Scholastic Wrestling Action. I'm joined as always with my friend and confidant, Ronnie Lentini. We're starting at 152 here tonight, Ronnie.
Okay, 152 for Mount Carmel. We have Josh Hornberger. And for Halifax, we have Dustin Ramberger. And Josh goes right in there on a takedown, very quick.
Mount Carmel feeling very confident right now. They're 11-2, coming off a Schuylkill League Championship. They're peaking right at the right moment, Ron.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're familiar with a lot of these kids because they just saw them wrestle on the weekend. So they should know what we want to do here, and we'll just see if we go out and do it.
Josh, again, right in control of the takedown, lets the man out, gives him one. It's 2-1 right now with a minute 33 to go in this 152-pound contest.
Yeah, I figure Josh probably feels he has a better chance with this kid on his feet. Going on another good single leg.
Trying to lift up on it, trying to take it up.
Yeah, he's got to get out to the side on that. He's coming up inside the bear hug. He's got the good leverage. You should be able to get him here. There we go.
He did real nice readjusting that and getting in the right position on that.
Yeah, you can see the other guy went for to counter the bear hug with a bear hug, but he was too high. The guy that has the leverage down by the hips is usually going to get that.
No, and Josh now doing a smart thing a lot of wrestlers do. He knows he's good on his feet. He knows he's controlling the guy on his feet. He's going to play a takedown game with him. Take him down, let him up. Every time you get a 2-point takedown, you're gaining a point because you're giving the guy 1 point.
Nice duck under. Nice duck.
So again, that makes the score really 6-2 right now. And by doing the takedown the way he did, he's able to set up a pitting combination. So he continues to ride him very well. 33 seconds to go in his 152-pound class.
And he's working a nice bar arm in there. First he tried to do a bow and arrow cradle, but he went right up into the bar arm from it. I believe he's going to be able to turn him with this. He gets a one-on-one on the other side, can block him.
Nice transition wrestling.
Yeah, he's got 10 seconds here. He's going to pick up. Oh, he got him.
Yeah, and there it is.
That was quick.
We're talking about transition wrestling and him doing all these things. Well, he's not going to do them because he did the right thing by pinning the guy. 14 seconds to go in the first period. Josh Hornberger wins by fall in 152 pounds.
And Josh did a nice job there. He's real patient with that bar. He waited till it was tight enough and then turned him.
And that makes it 6-0 Mount Carmel in team score, and we move quickly to 160-pound match.
Okay, where for Mount Carmel we have Sean McCullum. And for Halifax, we have Donald Simmons. Simmons is coming in here with an 18-0 record. And Sean has 16-4, so this should be a very good match.
This is probably the match of the evening.
Simmons in there on a nice single leg. Sean trying to counter.
Pulling the ankle back.
No points yet, no control.
And he quickly gets a quick takedown, though. Donald Simmons up 2-0 over Mount Carmel Area's Sean McCullum.
And he's working a one-on-one. He's trying to pinch that hip there. I think he's working for a tilt. Sean broke it off.
We don't have whether they're freshmen, sophomore, juniors, or seniors here, but I'm sure he's not a freshman.
No, I'm sure he's seasoned. No, nothing here, so.
But Sean working well, trying to get to the out of bounds, get a fresh start.
I don't recall who won this weight class at the Schuylkill League, but I'm sure this guy was up there. Well, Sean ended up in third.
If he's 18-0, he won it at some place.
That's true.
There's no doubt about that. So we move into the second period. Or we're still in the first period.
First period.
1 minute and 13 seconds to go. Sean McCullum, Mount Carmel area, down to Donald Simmons of Halifax 2-0.
And Simmons, again, is riding them hips nice and tight. He's trying to work up there with a one-on-one. I don't know if he has a tilt in mind or what he's trying to do, but he's got all kinds of control in there. He's not letting Sean do much of anything.
Well, you were right. He's a seasoned wrestler, no doubt about it. He keeps his weight maintained on top of the guy.
He's doing an unusual ride where he has that one-on-one on the opposite side. Usually you'll have that on the same side that you're riding, but it's making it tough for Sean to get out. There's a nice sit-out. Ooh.
Sit-out, turn in, close to a switch. Sean smart, he felt an opportunity and he went with it right away.
Well, his dad's an assistant coach here and he's been around a long time. I'm sure they saw this boy wrestle on the weekend and I'm sure they come up with a philosophy of how they're going to wrestle this kid.
And that's a good point, Ron. I mean, wrestling is like football or any other sport. There's strategy. Coaches look at films. They look at, they go out and scout. They look at the tendencies, what teams do and kids do.
We got stalling on top because he was what I said about riding the hips. He was riding the hips, not coming out to the side. So we are called. Your job on top is to try and turn the bottom guy.
Let's see if he lets him out here. No, he stays on top of him.
And he's still riding that tight like that.
He's got to be careful, but to the advantage of Mount Carmel area is Sean McCullum.
See, there's that tilt. I thought he was trying to work a tilt before, but Sean must have seen this, and he's holding his hips square to the mat.
Trying to get to his base as you see him sucking his legs up there.
What you want to do here is keep your hips square to the mat. He can't tilt you if you can't turn your hips.
And that will end the period with Mount Carmel area Sean McCullum down 2-0 to Donald Simmons as we move into the second period of this 160-pound weight class. But as I was saying, Ron, I mean, coaches scout. They look at tendencies, not only from the wrestlers, but team tendencies. You might say, hey, that team rides a lot of legs, or that team does a lot of cradles. We got to work this a little bit more in practice this week.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, Bucky's one of the best at that. If he sees a kid and you get another chance to wrestle him, he could teach you how to beat him.
Okay, Sean trying to battle out right now, but
Simmons trying to work a bar in there. Sean's pinching down hard, but now Simmons he's getting a little sloppy here, trying to get back points, which is good. Sean's frustrating him. He's doing a good job of fighting him off.
Simmons into a cross-body ride there, trying to do some little tilts to try to get him over.
He's hanging over that arm there, but he has the leg in. Now he got that leg out. If Sean he goes back under the arms. If Sean could have kept that and sat out, I think he had a chance of getting out there on him. He's up to his feet.
And he almost pulls himself down on top of himself, which is a mistake. But Sean McCullum nearly out of bounds, looking for a fresh start. Should try to get out of bounds and get himself a fresh start right now. And he does exactly that as he gets to the out of bounds. 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in the second period. Down only 2-0, Ron. So
there's a lot going on here. The score's only 2-0. It doesn't seem like much, but there's a lot of body positioning going on. And actually, I think Sean is getting the better here. He's starting to get a little feel of how he can get out. And he's frustrating Simmons. He can't work his tilt, which is very important. You get the guy to make a mistake.
He's almost out there.
There you go.
There he goes. Oh, he was almost out.
Sean's getting there. I said he's really frustrating him.
But again, it's still, he's not scoring. It's only 2-0. Sean can be back in on this in less than a second.
Yep. Well, it was just right there. He just couldn't figure out where he was on the mat. Sometimes you get a little turned around.
47 seconds to go in the second period.
He's trying to take that arm through the crotch so he can work a tilt there, but
trying to reach behind.
Watch the bear hug.
He can't be reaching behind. Cardinal rule wrestling, never
get
reach
in trouble.
behind.
Yep, get in trouble. I mean, he had the right idea. When you stand up, you want to turn and face the guy, but you got to keep your hips low so he can't get in on that bear hug right away.
I think, Simmons, he's a good wrestler here, but I don't think he's wrestling a smart match. I would have, personally, if I was his coach, I would have let him out and wrestled the match on his feet.
Sean's doing good here. I think he has a good opportunity to get out. There we go. He's got the turn. Good job.
There he is. He's out. 1 point escape.
Oh, he's back in on that leg.
Oh, that was a quick escape.
Yeah, he might rethink this.
He didn't give a takedown yet, though.
Yeah,
that one hurt.
Yeah.
That one hurt.
Well, like you went to before, Greg, you felt he should have did this before. Left him out and wrestled him on his feet, which basically that's what it ended up to.
Yep.
Sean wrestled tough, though, there.
But, 2 seconds left. He ended up doing what he needed to do, but he probably could have did a lot earlier. But, again, Sean McCullum wrestling a good match, 4-1 right now.
He's wrestling a smart match. He's not making any mistake. Just right there, that was just quickness on Simmons' part.
Interesting to see what Sean's going to pick in the third period here.
Yeah, he might elect it. Was it his choice? It might be Simmons' choice.
We're going to see right now.
Yeah, it's Simmons' choice.
So Sean took down.
Yep. Halifax is going down. Let's see, maybe Sean could work a tilt of his own here and be right back in the match. It's only one move away.
Okay, Simmons down in position in his third period, 160-pound weight class. far ankle quickly by McCullum. A little Granby roll by Simmons. McCullum rolls with him.
Oh, he couldn't work that arm in there. He's trying to bar arm him there. He just couldn't get it through. If he could, he might have been able to hold him there for at least a 2 count.
McCullum sprawling out, trying to get back around Simmons.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. You know, you could give him the 1, but you don't want to give up the 2 here.
That's a rule of wrestling. Give him 1, not 2, anytime.
He's working it into a front headlock. He could hold on to that front headlock, go behind. Well, there's the escape.
Okay.
I'm surprised they gave him that escape. Usually when you're in that position, they won't give it.
You go out of bounds, 1 minute, 26 seconds to go in the third period. Sean McCullum, Mount Carmel area, down by a score of 5-1 from Donald Simmons of the Halifax Wildcats.
He's got to be ready for this single leg. This boy's been in there twice on that good low single. Sean's got to be ready for it. I think he should take a shot of his own. Sean's pretty good on his feet.
Absolutely. Hey, he's down 5-1.
Yep.
You know, take it to him.
What he used to like to do is go in on a shot, and sometimes he would come up to an upper body move off of his shot. He's got to get a little offensive here.
And he's a little flat-footed now. He's going to move around a little bit. He's a standing target now.
That's what the coaches are trying to tell him. A little movement. There's that single, and he's in there same way. Yeah, and he's very...
Oh, and that's a scissor.
Come off.
No, I think it's a scissor.
Oh, is that what he called?
Scissor on the head. Illegal hold. So that's going to be 1 point for Donald Simmons, and that makes the score 6-1.
Basically, from your feet, it's still 1 move. Take him down into his back. You can tie it up.
Okay, 6-1, 48 seconds to go. Sean McCullum down 6-1.
Hey, there we go. He's going for the upper body. He got him.
Readjusts, does it well. No 2 points given yet. None yet.
I guess the ref didn't feel no control there. He wouldn't give it. I felt he deserved it there.
I thought that was very close, and he's hurt at this time. But you're right. It was a flurry of activity. But, Sean, hey, you're down 6-1, looking for the big move.
Exactly. That's
2 and 3.
I felt he should have been a little more aggressive earlier. He's just a little, like you said, flat foot. He just wasn't aggressive enough on his feet. When you're aggressive, things happen. You don't get exactly what you're looking for, but you make things happen.
Hey, you know, he's a freshman.
Yep.
You try to crawl into a head of a freshman athlete. You know, it's tough.
He's going against an 18-0 boy. He's doing a great job. I just hope he's okay here. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be too bad here. I think maybe he got a little dinged up there when they went to the mat.
We will mention with a break in the action here that Halifax is coached by Lon Mosser. Mount Carmel area coached by Randy Reiler with the help of our own Bucky McCullum. We're coming back.
Okay, Sean seems okay now. 34 seconds.
On their feet, 160-pound weight class.
See if he could go back. There he goes, right into that single. See, he wanted no parts of Sean.
We've got to keep a hold of that ankle now. We've got to look for a stalemate, pull it in. He didn't give the 2 yet.
Sean's doing a good job here. Sean's good at this kind of stuff. There we go.
Cradle, oh, he missed an opportunity at a cradle there.
Sean's very good at that kind of stuff.
Okay, flurry of activity, and Sean comes out on top.
I think Sean, he should have got this aggressive earlier in the match. I think all of a sudden he's realized, hey, I could do something with this guy.
I'm sure his father's going to have the similar conversation with him after the match.
Look at here he is again on that headlock. He should have been a little more aggressive earlier.
And he's trying for a big move at the end, and he gives up
clock. Little miscue on the clock.
Yeah, I don't think we had a clock start there, so we're going to have a little discussion with
I don't think there should have been any points there, really, because there was only 6 seconds to go when they started that, and I think that takedown was after the 6 seconds.
I don't think it matters one way or the other, but it's important to get it right.
Yeah. But again, Sean got very aggressive at the end. I wish he would have started the whole match like that. He looked good at the end.
And again, hey,
maybe gave him too much respect. 18-0, they know what the records are. They've seen
absolutely, and you know, it's hard to second guess, but you know, hey, the next time they'll wrestle, you'll know he'll do better.
Well, if they wrestle again, it'll probably be in states.
You know, that's true, and that's a good point. You know, we're talking about the Schuylkill League here, and people think Schuylkill League predominantly District 11, but let me tell you something. Schuylkill League encompasses District 2 teams, District 11 teams, District 4 teams, and now with Halifax in the group coming in from down below, District 3 teams.
Yep.
Heck of a wrestling conference the Schuylkill League is.
And I'll tell you what, a lot of these guys will end up in states. Halifax usually sends at least 1 or 2 boys down there.
Perennial good wrestling team, good wrestling area.
Again, this should be another good match. For Mount Carmel at 171, we have Jordan Politza. And for Halifax, we have Tyler Enders. And Enders is coming in 13-4. You have Politz at 15-4. So this should be another good match.
Again, we have Enders. What was that young man's name? Enders?
Tyler
Enders.
And then there was Politz in there on a nice shot. He went in for a dump and then transferred that over into a nice single, went behind. He's got a bar. He's already trying to work him for back. There we go. Ooh, he's got him.
Take his time here. Readjust.
Oh, that's going to be tight.
Big win here. Or we're going towards a big win here for Jordan Politza.
Well, Politz had a great tournament. He went down
Tremendous
there.
tournament.
He ended up taking first. He pinned the defending champion in the finals, so he's on a roll here after he had a little break here for 2 matches, but he's looking really tough right now.
And he's given awarded 2 back points. He's up 4-0 early in this contest. Again, 1:09 to go in this 171-pound
right
weight
back
class.
to that bar arm. Oh, he's working that nice.
That's it. Don't let a guy breathe. Stay on him.
Oh, he got a little too aggressive.
Little too high. Little too high.
Well, that's good. He only gave up the 1 till he got behind, so he picked up the 2 back, but he gave up a 1 escape. So they're back on their feet with Politza winning 6-1.
6-1, but Politza looking great. You're absolutely correct. He's, again, peaking at the right time.
Very aggressive. He looks very aggressive.
Well, you know, and you talk about confidence, when we did the last match, he looks confident out there. He's very confident in his sway and what he's doing and how he's taking the approach to the match.
Sometimes when you sit down for a little bit and you look at everybody else wrestling, you realize a lot of things. Sometimes you learn more sitting and watching than you do out there wrestling.
Absolutely. And right now he is feeling a win so far. He's winning 6-1 in this match. He's up by virtue of a takedown and some back points.
And the boys are just working in here, collar ties, trying to get some positioning. I think Politz is trying to pull him towards him for that dump again.
And again, it's
he slid it down to a single leg. Nice single.
Little cement job.
Don't give it up yet. There we go. Now, he should have dropped into it.
There he goes right back into something.
Nice.
Real nice. Real nice. That's the old transition wrestling. Is you can move from one move right into another move.
Oh, he has that tight too. Don't
he's
turn that
got to
way.
crank it up. He should take his leg underneath him and put chest on chest.
I'll pick up 3 back along with the 2 takedown.
And he's up 10-1 at the end of the first period.
I was going to say 11-1.
I should say. It's his choice. He defers in the second period.
Like you said, again, nice transition. He started that off with a single leg, didn't get the single. They ended up in a little flurry there. The other boy went for a toss, and he went right to that headlock.
Tyler Enders looks a little shell-shocked right now. I don't think he expected this to happen to him.
Well, 13-4. I'm sure he's got some of his own to dish out here, but Politza right now is in total control.
Absolutely. Tried a little elbow roll there by the Halifax wrestler Tyler Enders.
He's got that back leg bulldogged here. He's got a one-on-one on the near side. I don't know what he's going to. He's probably trying to stack him here. Oh, he got the bar back in there. Yeah, he feels confident.
I think he's trying to get a one-on-one to the other side. It's hard to see, but that's what he needs to do. He needs to tie up that other arm, and he does. Now he needs to take his time.
If he could, there he could pinch those elbows together.
Right, now he looks up.
Yeah, nice.
Just say he looks up, he's going to get it.
I'll tell you what, he looked really good.
Jordan Politza looking real good tonight. Pins his opponent in 1 minute, 30 seconds to go in the second period. That will make the team score 12-3 out right now for Mount Carmel area. As we move in the Ronnie, 189.
189, and let's see, for Mount Carmel, we got Ryan Kogut. And for Halifax, we got Brandon Yeager. Again, I believe we have the upper hand in this one. We got Kogut coming in, who got a second place finish at the Schuylkill League. Coming in with a 16-4 record, wrestling Yeager, who's coming in at 2-11.
Another guy that's feeling pretty confident out there.
He's been wrestling good too.
Yeah, so far, he's able to counter Brandon Yeager's double leg takedown. They go out of bounds. They're back in the center. And they're squaring off in the center of the mat.
Well, I'm curious to see if Yeager's going to go in on another takedown.
Little rush.
Kogut really likes that. Right
into a nice cradle.
That's tight.
He's tight, very tight. It's not going to last too long, I don't think.
Once he settles it back,
he has it nice and tight.
He missed it. He's got to get his head, I think, back inside. There you go.
And he's taking that head to the knee and the knee to the head. That's very important.
Pinch and lift on that knee.
Yep.
There you go. There it is.
There it is. 1 minute, 13 seconds to go. Ryan Kogut does a picture-perfect technique.
Cradle. He drug that arm over, got right into that single leg. From that single leg, the boy reached down to grab his hand off the sand and just went right up to that cradle. Gorgeous.
That pin makes the team score 18-3 Mount Carmel area as we move into 2:15.
Okay, and for Mount Carmel, we have James Haynes. And for Halifax, we have Dwight Hentz. Again, we got Haynes coming in here, and he was the champ at 2:15 at the Schuylkill Leagues, having a great season at 19-1. Going again, Hentz, from what I could see on his record here, which is tough to tell. Could you read that?
Hentz, I believe, is 11-8.
Okay, that's what I thought, but that seemed like a lot of matches, but I guess that's what he is. Right behind, he's got to bring him to the mat before he'll get 2 points. He has control.
Trying to take him forward, trip forward, does it real nice.
Yeah, neutral there. When you get behind the guy, you don't get the points till you bring him to the mat with control. Then they'll give you the takedown.
Smart enough, lets the man out. Knew he wasn't going to hold him down.
Wrestles well at 215. He's lanky enough and athletic enough. He does really good up at 215.
Well, you know, 215 is one of those new weight classes. You know, you get a lot of different types with that weight class.
And I'm sure he could eat a lot better at 215 than he does at 189.
No doubt about it. I call 215 the football weight class. I mean, a lot of good football players that, you know, couldn't get out for wrestling, couldn't do the things because they had to get down to 85.
Yep.
It's a nice weight class for the linebackers and the fullbacks of the world.
That's right. They need more heavier weight class. The kids are bigger nowadays, so you just got to accommodate what you see.
Glad you brought that up. I was talking to Bob Dixon here tonight. Bob Dixon, 1961, Mount Carmel area, 95-pound wrestler.
Nice headlock.
Beautiful head work.
Right in there. He's going to get back points and possibly a fall. He doesn't really have it tight enough, so he just took his back points.
And that makes the score 6-1 as they near the out of bounds. But there's Bob Dixon over there, wrestled 3 years varsity at Mount Carmel at 95 pounds. I was telling Josh Malick before the match, you wouldn't believe me that there was a 95-pound weight class at one time.
Oh, that was nice. Haynes left him roll through the first time. The second time he caught him and held him there for 2 more back points. Oh, a 3 he gave him there. Great.
Good, smooth transition wrestling by Haynes. He moving from one move to the other, maintaining his weight on him. 10 seconds to go in the period. 9-1, Haynes up.
Yeah, well, he tried to work the tilt the first time, and he thought he had it, and the ref didn't, so he rolled right through with it. Oh, boy, they were out of bounds. I don't know. But they come back with it again. The boy went to roll through, and that time Haynes held him there and picked up 3 back. But at the end here, just gave up an escape.
Getting back to what we were saying before, how weight classes are going up. I mean, 95 moved to 98, 98 moved to 103.
Yep.
So, and again, they moved weight. We have a 189-pound weight class, a 215-pound weight class, and a heavyweight pound weight class. So they're moving. Kids are getting bigger today.
And there's room in there between 52 and 89. Yeah, 52, 60, 71. If they could add another weight class in there, too, because kids are just bigger.
Yeah. Again, Haynes on top, controlling Dwight Hentz so far.
He's doing a great job trying to pick up. I don't know if he held him there for a 2 count or not.
Yeah,
he did.
That makes the score 13-2, Mount Carmel area.
He's racking up the points here. Ooh, careful. Yeah, you got to bring him down. He's racking up the points here really quick. It's with these tilts, bar arms, he looks tough.
He can't pull the guy on top of him. You better be very careful.
This is what he did last time. He put rolls through, and he did that again, and it came up and got. But that is dangerous, like you said. You hate to do that, especially with a 13-2 lead.
Just as many bad things could happen as good things could happen.
That's what he should be doing, letting him go, because he definitely looks like the better wrestler on their feet. He took him down twice to his back, so this is where he should work.
No doubt about it, and he's up by 10 points right now, 13-3, 53 seconds to go.
Working an underhook, overhook series here. See if he's trying to toss him. There he goes.
Goes right into a headlock with it. Double grapevine is very close to a pin.
Tough to get out here.
There it is. 39 seconds to go in the second period. James Haynes with a pin over Dwight Hentz, making the team score 24-3, and Mount Carmel is rolling.
Yeah, they're looking really tough.
And again,
confidence level is up.
That's as we said, from like 45 on up. That's our meat and potatoes.
Okay, brings us to heavyweight here, 285 for Mount Carmel. We have Mike McCullum, and for Halifax, we have Ryan Bellick. Now, Michael coming in here again. He was a champ at the Schuylkill League tournament, also had a very nice tournament. Coming in here at 20-1. Wrestling Ryan here is 2-3.
And he's inside, maintaining inside control right away. That's good.
But as usual, you have Michael giving up probably about 40, 50 pounds here. And that seems to be the story, but he's pretty good at it.
Mike, a strong kid, football player at Mount Carmel. Knows what it is to give up a few pounds in a battle.
Knows how to wrestle.
Comes behind them, nice. Get him to the mat. Spins around, hasn't been awarded to 2 yet. Very close.
He'll get it eventually. He's patient. He hooked that back leg. That's when you get it.
Yep, and again, you hit it on the head, especially at heavyweight. You have to be patient because you can get in trouble real
Now
quick.
he's trying to work a bar, and he took that, pinched it with his body, held it there. Now he can work his bar in one-on-one on the other side, and he's just going to run that elbow right to his ear.
Drop that elbow to the ear, like you said. Get your weight back. Take your time. You have a minute to go.
See, Michael felt that boy was going to try and roll through there, so that's why he wasn't forcing that, but he didn't quite hold him there. He got the 2.
Again, he has a good feel for what's going on.
Well, even in neutral there, if you take notice, he got behind the boy. If you saw the other matches, everybody picked their guy up and took him to the mat. Michael, giving up the 40, 50 pounds, didn't try and take the boy up. He pulled him back, did a good job.
And he's doing a good job as we move into the end of the first period. 34 seconds to go. He's up 4-0.
Oh, he's got that nice.
And he has him close to being pinned. He does pin him with 28 seconds to go in the first period. Mike McCollum victorious by fall over Ryan Bellick of Halifax. That makes the score 30-3.
At 103, Mount Carmel, we have Shane Wondolewski. And for Halifax, we have Damian Palmer. Palmer's got Wondolewski on his back here with a headlock.
Okay, Resenda's in a little trouble here for Mount Carmel. Wondolewski, I'm sorry.
He's trying to scoot out of bounds here. If he could get out, that'd be a good, he'd get a fresh start here. He'd be in good shape. He's got to look where he's at.
He's got to look where he's at, absolutely. Get out of bounds, get a fresh start.
Well, coming into this, I thought this would be one of their better guys. He's at 13-5 for Palmer. For Shane, we have 16-6. And Shane had a good tournament. I believe he finished, third? I think Shane ended up 4th at the league tournament. He had a nice tournament.
Yeah, nice tournament. Again, Schuylkill League tournament, at least 16 teams, I believe, in it.
Yeah.
Not bad.
He's got to work this to get out of bounds. He's in a tough position, though. If he rolls, he's going to roll back in.
As long as
belly down here.
As long as his shoulders are in bounds, the referee will let it go on.
He's going to be okay. He's coming out. He might get him in trouble.
He does. Good call. He has him in trouble now. Referee, I'm not sure he's going to get back points.
He should pick up 2. He had him there long enough to get 2 back.
I don't think he's going to award him.
But that was good fight on Wondolewski's part. I'll tell you what, real good. That's tough.
He probably deserved the 2 back points, but he can't get black points until you're awarded the reversal.
Right.
And the referee was a little slow in rewarding the reversal, and once he awarded reversal, then he looked for the back points, but it was already too late.
Good fight back, though. No quit on Shane. That was excellent. Now he's trying to work some his.
Okay, the period ends with Shane Wondolewski on top. Although he's on top as the period ends, he's down in the score right now, 5-2 to Damian Palmer of Halifax.
That takes a lot out of you when you fight off your back as hard as he did, especially when you're in a headlock because you're getting your wind cut off you. But let's see if he can come back here and make things interesting.
Try to have somebody with your body weight lie on top of you for 2 minutes and see what it does to you. It does take a lot out of you, there's no doubt about it.
Palmer in on a single leg and finishes off for a 2-point takedown. Now he's up 7-2.
That looks like it's his meat and potatoes is on his feet.
Most of the guys from Halifax are single legs. Almost every guy that got a takedown on us went in on that single leg.
Wando going underneath the leg, trying to do something, Peterson roll there.
Yep. But it's pretty tough. He had his hand through the crotch. If he could get the other hand around the waist, like in the position he is now if he could pivot and get between his legs.
I don't know. If I'm the Halifax coach, I'm telling him to let him out and wrestle on his feet. Especially since he got reversed and almost got in trouble at the end of the first period.
Yeah, he's getting a little high again here.
Shane wrestling tough.
He's doing the smart things, getting underneath the arms there. He's trying to work for control. Good.
Go back to the center of mat after being out of bounds. Down 7-2 at this time.
But he worked nice there. He got hand control on the Halifax boy. It's hard for him to really do anything when you have the hand control, and he brought it over his shoulder. He's trying to do a turn out, but they were too close to get out of bounds.
His knee was up. No, you let him go with it.
Just a warning.
Oh, yeah, the first one's a warning. Can't have your knee up to the same side.
Right. There he is back to that 2-on-1, trying to break Wondolewski to the mat.
55 seconds to go in the second period, 7-2. Again, we're in a 103-pound weight class.
Wando trying, there he is again with the hand control. He's got it now. If he could turn out, there you go. Pop
Look for the head.
Oh, he hooked his back leg. He was going to try and come out, but he couldn't.
A little cross-face cradle now being tried by
He's got to break
Damian
that
Palmer.
grip. He doesn't want to go back because that's pretty tight. He's got to
try
break
to
that
stay
grip.
on his base as long as possible, too. Don't
25 seconds
don't
here.
get
He's got to
taken
break
back.
that grip. There he did. He got the grip out of there.
You watch, he's stretching his legs back, too. That's one way to break it.
Good job.
Use your legs.
If he could get out here and score before the period ends, that would be big.
He's got to not give up points, though.
Yep.
He's very close. He's got to watch. He has that cradle on again.
I'll tell you what, this Palmer kid's lanky. He has long arms and legs, man. He's all over.
I don't know. 6 seconds to go. I would have let him out. He's coming out of here with no points.
Yep.
Except for that one takedown at the beginning of the period.
See if Wando can get score one here.
Scores a quick one.
No, he's not going to get
trying. But again, the period ends. Shane Wondolowski, Mount Carmel area, down 7-2 to Damian Palmer.
He's got to take down here. Yep, his choice. Mount Carmel's taken down. Good choice from him.
By all means, take down. Because he hasn't turned you.
Yep.
He's either going to let you out or get called for stalling.
Unless maybe they were thinking maybe he could take top because he did control him there at the end of the first period. But let's see what happens. You get this kid for stalling if he hangs on him legs like that. That's what he did at the end of the last period.
That's almost stalling right there. He has to work up. He almost got
got
called.
to turn hard. Wondolowski moving nice off the bottom here. If he keeps moving like this, he will eventually get out. That's the secret off the bottom. You got to keep moving.
Damian Palmer riding a 2-on-1 right now.
Wondolowski pops the head out here. He's going to get two.
He's going to try to rock him back with that.
Yeah, he's got the head hooked. He's going to try and turn him. Yep.
There he is. A nice little move by Damian Palmer to hold him back. But
there we go.
Wondolowski battles right back out.
Well, see, those moves work. You pick up back points, but you're always, again, you're putting yourself in a bad position.
I'll tell you what, that's one good team tendency about Mount Carmel, and other teams will tell you this. These kids don't quit.
Nope, not at all.
There's no quitting any one of these kids. They battle right to the end. If they're on their back, whatever's going on, they're plugging out there.
Well, I'll tell you, I saw that in the last match. Who do we have on TV here? It was Warrior Run, and I'll tell you what, we had some kids that they were coming off their backs like gangbusters, where you watch a lot of matches, kids go to their back, and they just quit. They don't want to quit.
We have a moment here we will mention. We have alluded to it several times tonight, but Mount Carmel last weekend coming off a tremendous outing in the Schuylkill League All-League Tournament, gathering a first place, and we have a number of place winners. I don't know if you want to read them there.
Yeah, we sent 6 kids into the finals, come away with 4 champs, which was outstanding. But while we're at it here, okay, at 103 we had Shane Wondolowski that finished 4th in the tournament. Next up first, we're going to have Josh Malick, who took a first. At 145, we had Randy Elliott with a 2nd. Josh Hornberger took 6th. Sean McCullum 3rd. Jordan Politza took a 1st. Ryan Kogut 2nd. James Haynes and Michael McCullum also took 1st.
Again, tremendous outing from Mount Carmel as they get their 2nd Schuylkill League championship in a row. Which is
wrestling tough. And there's Shane on top now. I want to see how hard he rides him. I said he rode him out at the end of the first period, and I thought he controlled him pretty good. And I think this is what they were debating on starting this period, that they want him on top or bottom.
Again, 9-4 right now. Damian Palmer, Halifax over Shane Wondolowski.
Shane's trying to work that bar in there. He's got a good tight control. One-on-one.
I'll tell you what, Palmer's got to watch.
He's got that bar. Yeah, he got a little. Palmer's really lanky. He's got these long arms. Shane's in there, but when he goes to run,
you don't see that usually in a 103-pounder.
There's Shane throwing legs in here. He's wrestling well here on top. But he's a tough boy to turn. He's, like I said, he's so lanky.
And Shane right now controlling the match, trying to get him over. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to mount a comeback.
He's stretching him out here with a power half, but I don't think he's going to be able to pick up any back points.
He's going to run out of time, but he's going to have the moral victory at least. He finished on top, but he's going to lose a 9-4 decision to Damian Palmer.
And it come down to he got caught right off the bat with that headlock, gave up 5 points, and that was the difference in the match. Other than that, they wrestled even the rest of the way. So good match. Good way to come back. You were down 5-0 and you come back.
Makes the team score 30-6 right now as we move in the 112-pound weight class.
Okay, in Fairmount Carmel, we have Josh Malick, and I believe he's going to end up with a forfeit. That's a shame because I like to watch him wrestle.
Yeah, it's going to bounce him up to 22-0.
Yep, and Josh is one of the rare individuals. He won his 3rd straight Schuylkill League title. If he could go on to win one last year, he's going to be one of the few boys in the area that have won 4 Schuylkill League titles.
No doubt about it. It's a very small fraternity, that's for sure.
Okay, and here at 119 for Mount Carmel, we have Matt Zagarsky, and for Halifax, we have Darryl Lahr. Lahr was in there trying to work a headlock, but Zagarsky slipped out and got behind.
Zagarsky's 5-10 on the season.
Yeah, and Lahr coming in here at 4-7.
So again, a pretty even match. 2 wrestlers here.
Zagarsky with the legs in here trying to stretch him out here. He's got to get a cross body on that though. Okay, he left it slip out.
Definitely the aggressor so far.
Yeah, working that nice. He's got a one-on-one here. He's trying to break him to the mat. Got to get under them arms though. You get yourself in trouble when you're reaching over those arms like that.
Well, Matt, a young wrestler.
Headlock. He reached up, grabbed that head. No points yet. No points yet. Well, he got a 1 escape. He did a good job not to give up much more than that 1. That's what you do. Give up the 1, not the 2, and possibly the back point. So he did a good job.
Smart wrestling by Matt Zagarsky so far. He's up 2-1, 119-pound weight class. Both wrestlers battling in the center of the mat right now.
Yeah, Matt's getting a lot of experience.
Quick, low single there.
Shot.
Nice low single.
Real nice.
They used to call that a Smith single. Some people call it a low single, but it's basically what it is. It's a low shot down to the ankle.
Tell you what, he really looked good on that shot. I don't know if he doesn't turn him here. Well, there's only 35 seconds left. I was going to say let him up and try that again. He looked really good on that shot.
4-1 right now.
Got a nice half in there. He's coming into the crotch trying to lift him and turn him. He's real aggressive with that. He's trying. He's driving. That's the way you do that.
Maintain the pressure.
Yeah.
Make the guy feel you. No doubt about it.
He's very aggressive here. I would have kept with that. He's
going to get him down to the mat. Break him forward. Don't pull him on top of you. Or lift him up. There you go. Get him back down to the mat. 8 seconds to go.
Got a nice 2-on-1 with that also. He broke him right to the mat, went right to the 2-on-1.
And as the period ends, he will remain on top, in control, and up in the match score by a total of 4-1.
Yeah, Matt looks good. Very aggressive.
Halifax choice in the second period. Darryl Lahr will take the neutral position.
Let's see if Matt goes back to that single. He looked really good. I wish he does. They're telling him, the coaches are telling him, keep looking for it. Maybe a little more movement out of him here, though.
We have a little break.
I don't know what that was all about.
Well, referee told Matt something.
Well, whatever he told him, he's moving a little more.
Well, maybe he said, hey, set it up with this. I'm not sure, but.
There we go. That's how you set up shots. Just what he's doing now. Movement. Bump the head around a little bit. There you go. In on the shot. Nice. Just didn't get deep enough penetration. You just don't give up on it. You come back out and try it again.
Absolutely. And when we sit, then he's right behind him. I didn't get to yet. Has to.
Now he does. Nice job. Oh, right to the cradle. Nice.
And
get it tight, though. He's got to get that a little.
He's going to bump it back.
Good.
He's got to go head to head. He's got to get the knee in the side, though.
He should have picked up 2 for that.
And he will. Right. There he is.
That was nice.
Makes it 8-1 right now.
He's very aggressive. Boy, he's wrestling nice. Staying like that, pushing the guy's head down. Yep. Yeah, that's you work a half in there or bar. Keep his head on the mat. He's not going to do much. Trying to punch a half in there.
Bring him in, though. Don't let the guy out. Bring him in.
Yeah, you got 50 seconds here. You can work him around the edge of the mat. That way, if you get in trouble, you can bump yourself out. That's a good place to stay in control.
Stay in control. Use your time up. You're up 8-1. And then again, on the other end of it, if you're on the bottom, get out of bounds.
Yep.
Get yourself a fresh
He's got to watch his own head. He wants to keep his head up here when he's wrestling this guy because he seems like a headhunter. This kid, twice I saw him look for that headlock. You got to be careful. Broke him down again. Gave him reaction time there. The ref was looking for locking hands, but you get reaction time when you take him to the mat. Usually give you a 1, maybe
2 seconds. I think it's a 2 count.
He seems pretty lenient. He's giving a 2 count. But he's doing a nice job right in the hips. He's going to have to come out. There we go. Come out with that half or he'd get called for stall. But that was good. Now, like you said, again, 20 seconds. Stay where you're at.
Bring him
back
got that in. Half. Bring him in. Don't go out. Bring him in.
Work the clock here.
Don't give a guy a fresh start. You're maintaining your weight and control on top of him.
He had him broken flat. He had a half in there. You could have just kept him on the side of the mat there and try to work it. Maybe he turns into you and you get a chance to turn him for some back points before the period ends. Well, he broke him down again. He's really confidence is building here as this match is going on. Zagarsky looks
he's definitely
tough.
Feeling it, no doubt about it.
Nice half again, 1-on-1.
Trying to work
There
it
it
over.
is.
And the period will end.
Boy, he worked that nice. Punched that in, got that one-on-one on the other side. He turned him nice.
Very close. 8-1 as we move into the third period in this Mount Carmel area clash at 112 pounds. Again, Mount Carmel Wrestling Halifax tonight. Right now up 36-6 in the team score.
And we got Matt on top again. If he could just go right back to what he did at the end of the last period, break him down. Look for that half. You got the Halifax boy here is just cramping down. Ooh, guys, he had to watch there. Yeah, he punched that hand forward. He missed the one-on-one, and
you got to watch when you're working.
If the hands even touch, it's a full Nelson. I mean, he didn't lock hands. All they did is touch, but they don't get no reaction time on that.
You can't have two hands on top of the head coming from underneath the arms. That's a full Nelson, and that's going to get the match stopped, and you're going to lose a point. And he did, and that makes it 8-2 right now as they go out of bounds near the cheerleaders. And as they go near the cheerleaders, I want to thank Laura Grego and Lindsay Hutnick tonight for doing their rendition of the national anthem. As always, they do a good job before the match.
Zagorski trying to work that bar in there. You block on the other side. He needs a one-on-one on the other side of that.
Take your time. There he is. He's got him. Take your time. A lot of time. Readjust yourself.
He's got to get that deeper. He's got to get it deeper.
He's close, though. 1 minute, 19 seconds to go. 8-2, 119-pound weight class.
Now step over. Step back to this side.
Matt Zagorski in control.
Switch it. They're trying to tell. There we go. Now we got him.
There it is. He got him. The referee knows he got him.
I'll tell you what. Good match for Zagorski. He looked very aggressive there. Nice job.
1 minute, 7 to go in the period. Matt Zagorski, winner by fall over Darryl Lahr, making the team score 42-6. Mount Carmel area all over the Halifax Wildcats tonight, Ron.
Okay, and at 125 for Mount Carmel, we have Frank Brosh, and he'll be going against, he gets a forfeit. Okay. They didn't have a guy there.
Star Physical Therapy and Fitness is a privately owned practice providing both physical therapy and fitness services.
Okay.
And that brings us right up to 130 for Mount Carmel. We got Mike Sinopoli going against Halifax's Zach Hoover, and that is a wrestling name from that ad area.
Yep, that's Hoover. one of those names that you hear down that end of the river, I should say.
But my son was on the team. I think they had 2 or 3 kids with the last name Hoover on the team. Oh, nice.
Monopoly in on a single leg, changing it to a double, keeping the weight going forward. That was real nice.
Yeah, he was trying to take him right to his back, but he stayed in control the whole time. Really nice. Got the bar, boy. They're very aggressive looking for those bar arms. Everybody's in that pinning mood tonight. Everybody's looking to turn.
Absolutely.
And here we go. Drop that elbow to the mat.
Take your time.
Man, looking tough.
Take your time. A lot of time.
He's picking up the back points. Drop it to his ear. There you go. That's it. Drop your elbow right back to his ear. So it'll be a lot tighter that way. A lot of time. He has 1:15. Nice.
And he's on his toes, too. Yep. That was a good thing to do. When you're on your toes, the man's feeling your weight.
He didn't rush that bar. He had that bar nice. Instead of pushing it straight across, he pinched his elbow back to his ear, which makes it a little tighter. Very nice job with that bar.
That makes the team score 54-6.
Okay. And that brings us up to 135. Where for Mount Carmel, we have Mike Maher. And for Halifax, we got Tanner Prouse.
Tanner Prouse versus Mike Maher of the Red Tornadoes.
And both boys coming in, well, let me see. Maher's coming in here at 7-8, and Prouse is 7-9. So evenly matched. We've been coming out pretty good on these evenly matched.
Absolutely. Again, Halifax has been bewildered and befuddled this evening.
Yep. Maher set that up nice. He went like he was going to back into the center and went on the shot, but he just couldn't get in deep enough to finish it.
Tanner Prouse, a little butt drag, trying to get behind. Out of bounds.
Good job.
2 feet come out of bounds. It's over. It's back to the center. Fresh start. 1 minute, 25 seconds to go. 135-pound match.
Yep. Oh. Prouse in there on a nice double. Maher sprawling. Good job.
Mike Maher, a little Little throwback wrestler, Ron, wearing the tights out there. It's
Yeah.
something that we did, but you don't see it too much anymore.
Malik likes to wear the tights. I don't know. I don't think if I had the option, I don't think I would have worn them. But I didn't really like them. They made you feel like uncomfortable and cumbersome. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember going to college and they lost the tights and fine by me, I said.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Maher, he takes a shot of his own a little bit too far away. Didn't set that one up as well as he did the first one.
Okay, reacts well to get out of these situations.
Collar tie, underhook here. See what he's trying to work. Nice trip. Got to have better control, though. He got him to the mat.
Absolutely.
He's actually in position, but he just didn't
nice
have enough
collar
control.
tie, but not only did he have a collar tie, he kept the weight of the heavies, the weight on the collar tie. He kept pulling down on it, and that's sometimes people getting collar ties and they just hang there.
These boys are taking turns being the aggressor.
No doubt about it.
Maher was the aggressor. Then at the end there, Prowse got in there on that front headlock and trying to spin behind. Good wrestling, though. The boys are moving good.
No holds barred here so far. 135-pound weight class. A lot of activity. No score, though. 0-0.
Maher reaching for a single. Prowse trying to throw a wing and chin at him, and both of them fought each other off. Here we go.
Maher goes right into an underhook. Nice.
He's going to get himself in trouble with that. He's got to work a better shot. Snap that down when he comes up, then go in another shot.
But he has a nice collar tie. You're right. You're right, he's going to get in trouble. He's inside real nice. He has his elbows in. He's got a nice heavy collar tie in. There's a million things you can do off of that. Good single, good double.
And one of them isn't taking your far leg and stepping behind his.
No, no.
He almost did, but he fought it off. Good first period. There's a lot of action there. No scoring, but a lot of action.
A lot of action. We're nothing. As we go to the second period, Halifax have Joyce chooses down. Mike Maher and Mount Carmel area will be on top.
Yeah, with that nice collar tie in there. Boy, he's blocking. It's going to be hard for the guy to take a shot on him. He could go to a duck under, snap him down. I mean, he could have worked a lot of stuff off of that because he has a nice tight collar tie.
See if Mike could ride him efficiently here for a while. Look for scoring back points.
Yeah, I think he's going to end up giving. He was trying to ride him there, and the Halifax kid sat out, turned inside out.
Here's where you give one, not two, but he gives up two. There's where we're talking about. You're at the out of bounds. You see you're in trouble. Get out or give the 1 point up instead of giving two up.
Well, on that edge of the mat there anymore, they call that a little different. Once you square up like that and you look like you have control, they're going to give that two every time. In the middle of the mat, they'd have probably left them keep wrestling without giving the points.
Well, Tyler Prowse is awarded a reversal for that
he's got to watch
activity.
himself here. He looked into that half. Tear it off, coming up. Nice.
2-0 right now. Tyler Prowse over Mike Maher.
Trying to pop his hips, trying to break that grip, pop his hips, and score one. Prowse dropped down to the single. See, now he worked it nice.
Yeah.
Instead of giving up, he
got out of bounds.
Yep, bad position there. Maher was ready to score.
Well, we'll see how Mike can come off the bottom here. It's important for him to come off and move and not get the guy to establish his weight on him and ride him.
You're right.
He's trying to lock the elbow.
He's got that half in there again, but tear it off. You're up to your feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hand control now.
Face the man. Turn and face the man.
There you go. See, but he drops down.
Turn and
he's got to pop that hip.
A little cross face by Maher. Get up and face him. Turn and face him.
Maher's working tough.
Face
a lot of action now.
Sprawling, nice sprawl, giving ground, as they say, moving the legs back. Should be working on the head a little bit.
That should be one.
Too reversal, but if he was smart, he would have waited and got the 1 point and then went around for two.
If I'm wrestling, I felt I had the one already.
Yeah.
But that was nice. He's moving well. All the guys are moving really well. Confidence level is up for Mount Carmel.
2-2 right now. We're at a dead heat in this 135-pound match. Mike Maher in control so far over Tanner Prowse in the second period.
Trying to chop that arm, break him back down to the mat. See, he's working it better. That's what Prowse did to him last time. Chopped that arm, then he turned in and sat back into it, but he got under his arm and got around him. This time he's blocking that arm when he's trying to go around.
Got to get around, though. Mike's got to get around, pull that head to the knee,
Trying to work it. Work that cradle.
Look where you're at now. Look where you're at. 5 seconds.
Get on your
5 seconds
toes.
go. Don't give him anything. Out of bounds as the buzzer rings.
I think whose choice is it here?
I think it's Mount Carmel's.
Yeah, probably take down.
Mount Carmel takes down in this 2-2 contest.
We'll see what the conditioning comes into play here.
Absolutely.
Well, everybody else has been doing pretty good. Well, a lot of guys didn't go 3 periods tonight. They've been fortunate enough to get the falls. Maher trying to work out here. He's working hand control. Now he's up to his feet. Same thing. Looking for that
No
headlock.
reaching over. No, shouldn't be reaching over. That's only going to get him in trouble.
Well, he's got it. He's got it pretty tight.
Man's high.
So that's pretty tough because the guy's got the leverage on you.
Not a high percentage move.
It's okay. Bite his time. Keep moving here.
I'd get out of bounds, get a fresh start. But he has the arm. Keep the arm. Stand up now. And he's trying to get to his feet as they go out of bounds. 1 minute, 23 seconds to go in this third period.
And the Halifax wrestler's using the out of bounds pretty sharp, just what we were alluding to before. He's right by the edge there. He saw himself getting in trouble and just bumped him out of bounds.
Mike's got to come right out off here. He's got to come right out. He's not moving off the bottom right off the whistle. He needs to do that.
I think he's waiting until there's less time.
Trying that roll. He's been trying that roll 2 or 3 times. He finally got it. He locked that elbow and finally got the roll. And he's going to get back points here.
Oh, he's getting him. He's got him.
He has him tight.
Just stay there. Just stay there. Oh, he's beat. There
he's got him. Good job, Mike Bauer.
He bided his time in there.
He kept locking that elbow. He finally caught him up high.
Yeah, good job.
And he's getting Warrior to fall with 1 minute, 6 seconds to go in the third period. And that makes Mount Carmel reach the 60 mark tonight.
We got a new face here coming out for Mount Carmel at 140 pounds, Anthony Greco. And I believe he's going to receive a forfeit.
Tony Greco.
For his first win of the year. Congratulations.
And good for him. Good for him because those are the guys that are in the room every day. Those are the guys that are drilling with the guys that are there and helping out.
Well, here's our last bout of the evening. We're at 145 pounds. And for Mount Carmel, Randy Elliott. And for Halifax, we have Eric Miller. And this should be a good match. Elliott's coming in here at 9-2. He's been injured. You can see the elbows taped up. Miller coming in here at 16-3.
Randy had an elbow problem a few weeks ago. He actually broke a bone in his elbow and did some great rehab from Star Fitness there. And, maybe he shouldn't be wrestling right now, but gutsy kid. He wants to get out there.
Well, he has to get ready. You're running short on time here.
Just was going to bring that up.
We're only about 3 weeks away. Well, you got district duels are probably coming up, and I would say they got to be starting any week.
Probably next weekend.
Yeah.
Not this coming weekend, the following weekend.
And then right behind that, you're going to have sectionals starting probably the second week in February.
So, and no time to rest right now. And if you're going to do anything, you need to get in there and get the competition. So.
And he's a tough kid, so he's out wrestling one of the tougher kids too. It's not like he's just going out there. There he reached over.
Nice. Comes behind, cuts off.
Nice.
Gets a 2-point reversal, but
he's trying to cut off a switch by the Halifax boys, trying to switch him. He's trying to cut it off.
Eric Miller again trying to switch. Re-switch by Elliott.
He got it.
He got him.
See, he doesn't have.
The elbow.
Randy doesn't have that leverage with that hand. When he reaches back, he just can't block because there's no strength there yet.
Down 4-2 in this 145-pound match.
He's out there wrestling like a one-armed man. That's tough. Yeah, let's see what he can do. We know he's game. He's trying to fight off that 2-on-1. Miller trying to work that as a tilt.
Eric Miller, Halifax area. Randy Elliott, Mount Carmel area. Miller in control right now.
Eric Miller, that was a name for Mount Carmel. I was coaching Eric Miller. He was tough.
Eric Miller, tough lightweight. What did Eric wrestle? 19, 25?
No, he was down at 10. He was at
103,
103, and then I think his senior year he might have been at 12.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure on that though.
Tough
trying
wrestler.
to stack him. Randy rolling through on him. Nice job. Yeah, Randy could defend that way, but he's having a hard time. Like again, he can't. They're attacking the good hand because he can't do anything with the bad arm. So it's kind of tough.
No doubt about it. Randy, though, made it to the finals in the Schuylkill League, garnished a second there. Yeah. So
he had a nice tournament. Like to see him at 100%. I'm sure he'd like to be at 100%.
As I said, at this point in time, I don't think he'll get to 100%. Those are the kind of injuries that will feel good like in April or May.
Yep.
It's just that you got to rest them up.
Well, now Miller's working on that bad arm. He's pulling that across, working on that. That's tough.
The best you can do is, you see the trainer, you rehab, you get your heat, you get your ice, you take care of it.
Caught him over his arm again.
And he gets around the back almost, but Miller's able to counter with a head and arm and has Elliott in trouble. But Elliott rolls through with it.
I don't think there should. Oh, he did get 2. I didn't think he'd give him the back points there.
So flurry of activity, 2-point reversal, 2-point near fall.
There should be back points there. There should have been a tilt. He signaled. I don't know if he gave him to him or not. Well, we'll see.
No.
Nope.
4-4 right now. We're all tied up in this contest.
I don't know if that's 4-4 or not. I think they're gonna have to go because
I think it's 6-4.
Yeah, they didn't put it up yet. He
I
did
don't think-
signal the 2 back, but I
Yeah,
don't think
because that's
they
right.
didn't put 'em
Because I think it was a 2 and a 2
Yeah.
on a reversal back. So I'm pretty sure it's 6-4, but we'll see when there's a break in the action here. Andy Elliott on top,
up.
controlling.
He's gonna have to work up off of them legs.
Gonna look for a head too and get a cradle maybe.
Yeah, 50 seconds left there. Fresh
Okay,
start.
we'll see if there's a correction in the score here. I don't see anything happening on.
Yeah, none of the coaches are saying is nobody picked up on it.
Okay, I'm
We'll
not
leave
sure.
it at 4-4.
We'll leave it at 4-4. I thought it might have been 6-4, but 4-4. We're dead heat again in this 45-pound weight class. We have a caution, false start by Randy Elliott. Randy lining up on the opposite side, really on the right side instead of the left side.
Well, I guess I don't know what his strategy is.
Well,
He's got that good arm around the waist.
Sometimes it's better to line up on the, people are
Well,
used
keep
to
the guys off balance,
keep
yeah.
them off balance. They're used to people lining up on the other side, so it's good to be able to jump to the other side.
Good to be able to wrestle from the opposite side because that comes in handy, especially when you get tired. A lot of times kids are repetitious. You get tired, jump to the other side, they get disoriented.
Absolutely, and especially you're up by a point with 10 seconds to go or something, jump to the other side and, keep them off guard and you win the match. But
Randy trying to work a tilt there. I was hoping he wouldn't pull him on top. He's getting really aggressive there.
Got to watch himself here with 10 seconds not to give up any points as Miller tries to get a switch himself.
Switch again. Randy blocking.
Oh, I think they're out of bounds. Now they are out of bounds. 1 second to go. 4-4 as this period should be ending again in a tie right now. 2-2 Randy Elliott, Eric Miller. 145-pound weight class. Now he's got to be careful now. That's the second caution. Next time it's going to cost him.
Yep.
It's going to cost him a point.
And I believe that's what the ref just told him.
And in a 4-4 match, you don't want to give up a point for a false start. Third period.
Whose choice was that? They took neutral. I would say that would be the Halifax's boy, I think.
Not sure. It might have been Randy because it kept him from doing a false start.
Yeah.
Minute 48 to go. This third period.
Last period of the last match here. Randy blocking nice.
And
blocking on a shot of his own.
He had a fireman's carry there. He gave it up. 1 minute, 37 seconds to go.
He's trying to scoot around there, trying to sit and turn. He's in there tight on that single leg. Now he's out of position. Once you're broken flat like that, he's got to hang on to that, hoping he don't give up the point.
Miller has the ankle to the other side.
There you go. Got his hips up. There, he might be able to score now. Cut it to a double.
Cut it off. Cut off to a double. Cut across the waist to a double leg.
He's trying. He can't get that arm through. He has his hips pinched. If he could cut his arm through there, he's going to be in good shape. There you go. There you go. There you go. Nice
walk
hips.
Over. Cut off. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go in this third period.
Tell you what, both boys, their hips are really good here. They're working, wrestling with their hips more so than anything else.
And neither want to give up everything.
job.
There's 2 takedowns. Randy Elliott as he surges into the lead here with 50 seconds to
That's
go.
something you don't see a lot in wrestling. What they were actually doing, wrestling with their hips more so trying to get in position.
Now he's got to ride him out. Look where he is. Don't let him out of bounds.
I think he's got the conditioning on him, believe it or not, even though Randy's been out for a couple of weeks here.
Now, he can't get too high. Got to get his weight
He
back.
could throw a half in there.
Get his weight back. 30 seconds to go. All right, got to work to the front a little bit, Ron.
Well, he's trying to work up there,
and that's, I just say, he's got to work up to the front a little bit. He's going to get called for
you can look at the official. He's looking at him writing, and he's looking at the clock, and he's probably counting to himself. They'll give you like 5 to 6 seconds there to start working something. If you're not working off them hips, they're going to give a warning.
So, 23 seconds to go for Randy Elliott to win this match, 6-4.
So he's actually trying to bump him over with his hips when Miller reaches back.
He's got to jump to the front. Get a 2-on-1. Work to the front a little bit. Get a 2-on-1. Work to the front. Get your weight. That's it. That's it. Now, you're not going to get called for stalling doing that.
Well, he could actually stack him from here. If he could push the head down and lift, he could maybe stack him.
I don't think he wants to do anything. He's happy with the win. Great match. Great comeback for Randy Elliott. He's going to be victorious 6-6.
Tell you what, that was a nice match for
which
him.
Brings the final team score 69-6 for Mount Carmel area. Dominating win for the Tornadoes.
Very dominating.
Again, they're in a full Retalia here. They're They're ready to go at it with
Well,
anybody, I think.
I'll tell you what, the only 2 matches we lost there were 2 tough bouts.
Down at the Biglerville, down at the, what kind of duels they were
very
called?
easily be
The Cantor duels.
They could be very easily undefeated here. Boys
Well,
are wrestling tough.
And it looks right now, I was talking to Coach Reiler before the match. Line Mountain went out west this weekend, lost a couple matches.
Yep.
Right now, Mount Carmel is in the number 1 seat
in District 4
for the District 4 duels.
Well, from what I understood, I don't know what Tawanda's record. I heard, it looked like it was us, Tawanda, and Line Mountain. It was coming down to those 3 schools. I don't know who.
Well, I don't know if they're wrestling, those teams are wrestling tonight or what's the story, but as of this moment, Mount Carmel, if it happened today, Mount Carmel would get the nod, but we got to wait till next week. But a great opportunity for Mount Carmel area to go into those district duels and win something big along with the tournament. We'll be back with a recap of our own here in a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back at Mount Carmel Area High School as we're wrapping up today. As they roll up the match, Ronnie. Big match again in Mount Carmel, winning 66-6, 69-6, makes their record 12-2 now on the season. Best record in a long time for Mount Carmel area. Looking forward to next week's dual meet tournaments and on towards sections and districts.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot of wrestling ahead of them in the next couple of weeks because I guess they still wrestle off the Schuylkill League where you have Division 1 against Division 2.
I'm not sure if they're doing that yet or not, but we'll have to check on that. But that will be another match.
Because we're in the driver's seat in our division. We're top undefeated in that division. The only other team we got to wrestle yet is Upper Dauphin, and I can't see them giving us a battle. I think we'll win that one too. Going into that, like you said, district duels, the boys have a lot of matches, but we look prepared. They're very aggressive. This is the best I've seen them wrestle yet. They look really good. Coming off of that big Schuylkill League win, they look good.
And like we said earlier, a lot of kids look confident. I mean, they feel confident. They're wrestling hard, they're wrestling strong, and they're feeling confident in themselves, and that's a great way to feel as you're coming down the stretch here.
Yeah, I saw even the younger boys there in the middle are freshmen, and a couple of the sophomores in there wrestled really tough in there with Sinopoli and Wondolewski. Even in a losing effort, he wrestled a really tough match. Zagarski looked tough. A lot of good wrestling going on. I hope the boys could carry this on for the next 2-3 weeks, and we'd have some big things to look forward to.
Speaking about big things to look forward to, we were fortunate this evening. It was elementary night here, and they had all the elementary wrestlers before the match being introduced. I just want to tell you that 73 young men are wrestling in our elementary system right now, Ronnie, which is terrific because that's where it all starts. That's where you pick it up, and that's where you learn and have a good time. And all those kids that we see here tonight started somewhere down in the elementary school.
That's right. Dave Besser and his boys do a nice job down there. He has some good coaches working with them, but he does a nice job, keeps the enthusiasm up. I mean, Dave runs a picnic for them boys in the summertime. He does a good job. That's where it all starts. That's where all of these boys all come through that. They do a great job down there.
We'll mention their Dave's other coaches, Ken Shedleski, Tommy McDonald, Joe Panko, Tommy Oran, and Ed Thompson all helping out, and it's good to have adults and guys that are that love wrestling here in the area and that have wrestled themselves in their life coming back to volunteer. And again, 73 is a great number, and Dave told me 21 kindergarten kids out.
Yeah, a lot of patience. You got at least that's one good thing, though. You put them in there in the padded room and you let them beat each other up. Mom and Dad's happy. They probably go home and sleep good at night.
Our hats off to the kindergarten teachers over at the elementary school, but they're probably rolling around in the classroom there. Yeah. But again, great job by the elementary. Keep up the good work. Again, the junior high was victorious tonight. I don't know what the final score was, but they pretty much dominated their match with the Halifax junior high. So a lot of good things happening for the Tornadoes, and hopefully it's going to continue here, and hopefully it's going to continue for the Tornadoes the next couple weeks. But hey, we enjoy you hear you on TV. We enjoy you watching us on TV here. But hey, you get an opportunity, come down here, watch the wrestling. Mount Carmel looking real good. You have a great opportunity to see some good wrestling.
Hey, it's cheap entertainment. You come in here and I'll tell you, you get to see some good wrestling, see what the kids are doing. It's a nice way to spend an evening.
Okay, and we'll on that note, we'll wrap it up finally here. Again, this is Greg Sakavage for Ron Lentini, bidding you adieu from the Mount Carmel Area Gymnasium. Again, the final score tonight, Mount Carmel Area 69, Halifax 6. Good evening and good wrestling.